In this episode, take a look at how drug dealer's ex-wife, who helped arrange his barbaric killing, implicated herself by revealing details of his death to the victim's mother, claiming she learned them through a SEANCE. Colleen Campbell, who is 38 years old, shared graphic information about the injuries sustained by Thomas Campbill that would only have been known by his killers, after claiming she visited a psychic and was contacted during a séance days after he was attacked. The former Matland store assistant was convicted of plotting to have her cocaine-dealing former partner robbed of cash and drugs at his home after being contacted by a gang who were feuding with him over his new girlfriend. Campbell was ambushed by the group of 3 men after he opened his front door in Mossley, Greater Manchester on July 2022. He suffered 61 separate injuries from being stabbed, punched, stamped on, and having boiling water poured over his buttocks. Thomas's mother, Lynn Campbell, told police how she shared intimate details of her son's injuries and information on his attackers, after claiming to have been visited by her ex-partner during an encounter with a clairvoyant days after the attack. At the time of Colleen's comments, little information had been made public by the police about the fatal assault, but Colleen's comments sparked suspicion, as only the killers could have known the details about Thomas's fatal wounds. Inquiries revealed the mother of 4 had been tipping off the killers about her ex-husband's movements in the run-up to the killing. Thomas Campbell, who played an integral part of an organised crime gang, was subdued before being dragged around his home and viciously attacked for 2 hours. He suffered 61 separate injuries. Bolton Crown Court heard Colleen went to see her clairvoyant 4 days following the attack, which she later detailed to Thomas's mother, Lynn Campbell. She said in a police statement, "Colleen told me she had visited a psychic. She told me that Thomas had come through during her visit to the psychic and asked her to come to my house." She said he had told her that 3 lads had hurt him and he'd done something to his face. It was over a girl or girls. While she was saying these words, Colleen gestured with her hand across her cheek. I told her I don't want to know and told police what she said about Thomas's injuries. She said there were only 2 people involved in the incident and not 3, and they were still in the country. Colleen then told me that Thomas said he wasn't bothered about dying young, as he had lived a full life. I didn't see Colleen again. Following this, I haven't seen her since. At this stage, police had not revealed the public injuries to Thomas Campbell's face, so this information could have only come to Colleen Campbell from one of those who was present and participated in the attack. The telephone evidence demonstrates she spoke to John Belfield within hours of the attack ending. The prosecution's case is that the information that John Belfield gave her, probably before Thomas Campbell had been declared dead by paramedics. Colleen became embroiled in a sinister plot after she was contacted on Instagram by John Belfield, 28 years old, who was furious that his ex-girlfriend had started a relationship with Thomas Campbell. In the following days after connecting on Instagram, Belfield plotted with Colleen to raid her former husband's home and steal cash, drugs and valuables from him. Later, Belfield met up with Colleen and subsequently shared 35 phone calls and 68 messages together, including a telephone conversation just hours after the attack. She shared key information about her ex-husband, including details of his van registration plate, his house number and his movements, and a tracking device was placed on the vehicle whilst Thomas was picking up his daughter from school. Colleen and Thomas initially hit the headlines over a string of extravagant trips abroad to a family-run cocaine trafficking racket. Previous hearings were told how Colleen and Thomas used £100,000 in drugs money to take trips to Cancun in Mexico, and Egypt, Gran Canaria, Mallorca and Bulgaria. Holiday snaps show the pair enjoying a yacht trip, reclining on a giant rattan bed, and Colleen seen cuddling a monkey. In December 2013, The couple from Clayton, Manchester travelled in premium seats to Cancun, Mexico for a 10-day family holiday with their children, staying at the 5-star Hard Rock Hotel. Their accommodation included a jacuzzi, 24-hour room service, as well as an Xbox, gaming consoles, and during the £10,000 holiday, they chartered a motorboat. Over the course of 2012 to 2016, Colleen paid cash deposits on BMWs, Audis and Mercedes, using monthly instalments to continue to pay them until upgrading to a better model. At the time police attended their home in 2015, the couple had a BMW and a high-powered Mercedes worth £60,000 on their drive, with matching number plates. The couple who married in 2011 were eventually detained by police in an operation in 2018, which culminated at them admitting to concealing criminal property. Colleen was handed a suspended sentence, but Thomas served 2 years in jail, and after his release from jail, the couple later split up acrimoniously when he started an affair with another woman. At Bolton Crown Court, Colleen was found guilty of manslaughter following a 5-week trial. 2 other men were also convicted over the killing, whilst a third, John Bellfield, remains on the run. Reece Stephen, 29, was found convicted of murder, while Stephen Cleworth, 38, was found guilty of manslaughter. Carl Murphy, who was 50 years old, was found not guilty of participating in the activities of an organised crime group. Belfield, who is said to be heavily concerned in the large-scale supply of Class A drugs, is thought to be on the run in Spain.